Top 10 MLB right fielders, 10 to 6, 2015 edition. Happy retirement, Torrey Hunter. You did so much for the game of baseball. You were able to put up great numbers during your career. You were a 5-time All-Star, a 9-time Gold Glove winner, a 2-time Silver Slugger, and you were able to pretty much accumulate about 2,452 hits, almost 2,500 hits. You got over 1,000 runs scored. You played over 2,000 games. You had almost two shy from 500 doubles. You had about 350 plus home runs, over 1,000 RBIs, and had a 277 overall average. You were a fantastic right fielder and outfielder in general, and your contribution to the Twins, to the Angels, the Tigers were just fantastic, and you were a great player to watch. So thank you so much for bringing such a great name to this game, and I will see you in Cooperstown someday. Number 10, Gregor, age 24, Pittsburgh Pirates right fielder, young guy, along with Starling Marte and Andrew McCutchen, and makes up, I'd say, one hell of an outfield in Pittsburgh. It's definitely a great dynamic of outfielders that is pretty much one of the most deadly outfielder I think in baseball. Very fun guys, group of guys to watch that trio. Gregor Polanco is pretty much the youngest out of the three, and he's the one that's definitely trying to become like the other two, where they're pretty much very produced right now. They're already in there. They're in the game. They got everything they figured out, and they're already. Andrew McCutchen is a superstar, and Starling Marte is officially now into the superstar status. Gregor Polanco is in trying to become one of those guys that could potentially be a superstar. I do believe in Gregor Polanco's skill and ability of being a guy that, at only 24, I believe he will be one hell of a superstar soon enough if he continues to get better. Again, it's only been 2 years, so I believe Gregor Polanco will be just fine, and I think he will turn into a superstar in no time. Again, he has not won any awards. That will be changed in a year or two. I think he'll be fine. He'll get a lot of awards, and he will be praised for a lot of different things. Gregor Polanco is a fantastic baseball player. That's a star in the making, like I said. He has a year with no at all money wise signed, so we don't know how much he'll be making. I do believe he'll be roughly making like $7.5 million around there. That's what I'm guessing. Just because we all know, and Pittsburgh knows how young he is and how they can produce him into being just another part of this great outfield that they would love to be a part of a World Series run. And I would love for Pittsburgh to get back to their self where they're not a one and done team, because I've seen them in the wild card game, and 3 years in a row. One very successful, the other two not so much. So I would love Pittsburgh to be in the conversation for NL Central champs and World Series title contenders. That's what I would love, that, because Pittsburgh is a great town, and they do deserve their titles in baseball for sure. You're looking at what Gregor Polanco has done: 153 games played, 593 at bats, 83 runs scored, 152 hits, 35 doubles, 6 triples, 9 home runs, 52 RBIs, 55 walks, 121 strikeouts, 27 stolen bases, 256 average, a 320 on base, a 381 slugged, and a 701 OPS. So overall, you see what he is. He's been such a great, just a pretty well produced hitter this year from last year. So he's getting it done for sure. And we also have to look at his defensive numbers and his fielding numbers. What has he been able to do on the defensive side? Again, like I said, he has been improving, and that's definitely a good sign for this Pittsburgh team. And so, like I said, he's getting there. He's gonna get there, and he's gonna get even better. And defensively this year, you're looking at 247 putouts, 13 assists, 8 errors, 5 double plays, 970 field goals. So again, this is another process of being better. He needs to be a better defender. 8 errors is way too much for an outfielder. but I think he'll continue to progress and get better. And just watch Gregor this year. I think he's gonna be one of those under the radar type players that really explodes this year and really carries Pittsburgh along with Starlin Marte and Andrew McCutcheon out there in the outfield. So watch out, dangerous, dangerous, dangerous trio. Number nine, Jay Bruce, age 28, Cincinnati Reds, right fielder. Pretty much the all-time vet right here. You know, a vet that's been around for 8 years, and it's been nothing but just pure entertainment and pure fun to watch as a Red. One of the few guys that honestly I can sit down and watch for a very long time. As you all know, the Reds are not the most talented team and the team that's least likely going to be in the playoffs. Um, with trades with Todd Frazier and stuff, that's even less likely now, and other things in there. I will let you know when I do my MLB preview. But overall, I mean, Jay Bruce has just always been consistent in his career, and he's always been that really just that high flying guy. Him and Joey Votto have always been my two favorite Reds players to watch. Um, and it's just awesome to see him still at it and still as a Red, still repping it and still being loyal. Um, as you can see, Jay Bruce has got a year, $8.5 million. I honestly believe this is going to be his last year as a Red, though. I think the loyalty will stop. I think with the way he's been playing, with his consistency over the years, some team will need Jay Bruce at right field, and I believe that team is a contending team that will need just that one missing piece. I think Jay Bruce will fit the deal, and I believe Jay Bruce will be a World Series champion in no time, but it won't be in Cincinnati. I really do believe he will be a free agent and he will be leaving Cincinnati for good. He is way too good of a baseball player to be on a team that just won't go nowhere. But we'll see what happens though. As you can see right now, he's a two-time All-Star and a two-time Silver Slugger. So overall, he has awards and he's got acknowledgments, and that's great to see for a guy that deserves it. This year, 157 games played, 580 at bats, 72 runs scored, 131 hits, 35 doubles, 4 triples, 26 home runs, 87 RBIs, 58 walks, 145 strikeouts, 9 stolen bases, 226 batting average, 294 on base, 434 slugging, and a 728 OPS. So, like I said, great numbers. His batting average is on base is not really that high, but he's still a really productive hitter, and you can't complain with that. As you can see right now, um, and when he was defensively, he had 300 plus 11 assists, 3 errors, with a 990 fielding percentage. Overall, he's always been a pretty decent and pretty good defender. So overall, Jay Bruce, he's got that going for him. And like I said, an element of offense and defense will get him some spark in the free agency period for sure for him. Number 8, Shin Soo Choo, age 33. The South Korean is the South Korean baseball player has been doing it for so long. Pretty much, this is his 11th year in the league, and nothing has changed. He's just still the same. Um, Very deadly, very passionate, very impactful player on the clubhouse as any guy you'll meet, and deservedly so being named to being in this top list because he has been playing at an elite level for a very long time. And Texas hit the jackpot when they got him from Cleveland or Cincinnati. I'm so sorry, Cincinnati. And let me tell you, this is Shin Soo Choo. This is a guy that you want in your clubhouse, and you're lucky to have in Texas. I'm telling you, if they want to be any World Series title contender, yes, they do need their rotation to be healthier, but also they need guys like Shin Soo Choo to always be stepping up and being healthy for them to make a run at it. Again, his contract is 5 years, $92.85 million. So he will be staying for Texas pretty much for most of where his career will be at. That's what I believe. I believe that'll be where his ending of his career will be in Texas. And it's a good location to be at. I think he's definitely got um, that ability to stay there, and I hope he does win a ring before he does leave um, the league. As you can see so far, accolade or award that he has had was hit for the cycle. That's very impressive, and not many baseball players do that. That's another reason. Like, he's just one of those guys that's just so unique. Like, yeah, he's hitting for a cycle. You're like, damn. So overall, Shin Soo Choo, I mean, fantastic. But again, no All Stars, no Silver Slugger, nothing. And I think that's a rip off to him. I believe he should be an All Star, and I hope he is an All Star starting with next year. Hopefully, he'll be an All Star there because he deserves to be an All Star. He's been snubbed way too much, and I think he's deservedly so being there in that game. Overall, this year, 149 games played, 555 at bats, 94 runs scored, 153 hits, 32 doubles, 30 triples, 22 home runs, 82 RBIs, 76 walks, 147 strikeouts, 4 stolen bases, a 276 average, a 375 on base, a 462 slugging, and an 838 OPS. So overall, great job for Shin Soo Choo in terms of his offensive production and his offensive numbers for the Texas Rangers. Um, and on D, he had 315 putouts, 5 assists, 5 errors, 2 double plays, a 985 fielding percentage. So, no, not really. Definitely, I wouldn't say that's the best fielding percentage. He's definitely he's an okay fielder. He's never been the best fielder, but I still think he's still pretty darn good in what he does, and he definitely deserves to be at number 8 and where he stands right now. Number 7, Ryan Braun, age 32, Milwaukee Brewers right fielder. I've loved watching this guy since he came up to the league. He's always been fantastic. He's always been a fun guy to watch, and you've always wanted to be like, whoa, I want to be like him. Ryan Braun has always been an outstanding guy, until obviously the case with the PEDs, lying to the media, lying to the people of Milwaukee, lying to everyone, and telling people that he didn't do it, but he did. He should have said the right thing, and the right word should have been, yes, I have used it, I'm so very sorry. And it would have been much easier, and it wouldn't have been much of a consequence, I think, if he really did explain himself and apologize for it. Since he did lie about it, the consequences, he gets paid for it. But overall, as I think about steroids, I think steroids is a way to obviously strengthen people's ability to hit the ball, and it's able to get it farther. But it's not for talent, and it's not for a way that baseball players need that to become the best baseball player of all time. That's just in you, and just a gift and a talent that you have, and that's why Ryan Braun, he has that God-given gift to be a baseball player, but steroids does not help you do that. It just gives you power. So all that bullshit of, oh, that's because steroids, that's why they're really good. No, their power is increased, yes, so they might hit obviously more homers than expected, but the other intangibles that doesn't match steroids at all, and that's completely what I feel like. He has a 5-year, $105 million contract, and so far in his career, he's a 6-time All-Star, an NL MVP, NL home run leader, 5-time Silver Slugger, NL Rookie of the Year, overall NL Rookie of the Year, and NL MVP. That's very impressive for a guy in his career that's been able to do that. And as of 2015, he played in 140 games, 506 at bats, 87 runs scored, 144 hits, 27 doubles, 3 triples, 25 home runs, 84 RBIs, 54 walks, 115 strikeouts, 24 stolen bases, 285 average, 356 on base, 498 slugging, and 854 OPS. Overall, that shows that he can do everything, and it's very impressive for a guy that's 6'2" and like 185 pounds. So overall, that's something that's pretty good. Like, he's able to do everything, and he's able to produce in every other way. So like I said, he is definitely like a tool bag of goodies, and he's able to bring that to the table. On defense, 205 putouts, 5 assists, 2 errors, 1 double play, 991 fielding percentage, pretty much almost perfect on defense. Got that down, and like I said, I mean, he's been able to become such a great defender and such a great offensive player, and he's able to do it. Everything looks easy to him. He just makes it look easy, and like I said, he's just a great talent. So props to this guy, man. I mean, he's able to just play the game his way, and his way is working. So Milwaukee, you should be able to start building that statue for Ryan Braun, because that's exactly where he'll be for the rest of his career in Milwaukee. Number 6, JD Martinez, age 28, Detroit Tigers right fielder. Um, just pretty much a fairly young right fielder, 5 years in the league. Pretty much just started his career in Houston. Didn't really get much done. It was more of like he was ready to become a star, but he didn't get to that borderline. Um, Ever since coming to Detroit, he has exploded and become just a better hitter and a better offensive weapon, as well as just a better baseball, and been very fun to watch. Um, and I think he just put it all together this year in terms of being a powerhouse hitter and being able to be really, really here. So this is where he put it all together. His career high, where I believe from here on out, this will be the JD Martinez we'll be seeing as just a powerhouse hitter and just an overall round entertaining baseball player to watch. Detroit is very, very lucky to have him. He's got 2 years, $18.5 million left in his contract, and that'll be 2 great years for him to show off his talent and possibly attract other markets or possibly get a bigger deal from Detroit. In his career so far, he's been an All-Star and a Silver Slugger, all within, last year, 2015 year. That's what I'm saying. He had an outstanding breakout year, so it all paid off. Take a look at his stats: 158 games played, 596 at bats, 93 runs scored, 168 hits, 33 doubles, 2 triples, 38 home runs, 102 RBIs, 53 walks, 178 strikeouts, 3 stolen bases, 282 average, 344 on base, 535 slugging, and an 879 OPS. Again, not as high as the batting average as he was last year, but it doesn't matter. Everything else has really gone up, and he's just been a terrific power hitter and really dangerous. Like, really, really dangerous in what he can do. And like I said, pitchers and defense are always on their heels because you don't know what JD Martinez will do, and most likely it'll be getting a ball out of the park. When he was on defense this year, you're looking at 265 putouts for him, 15 assists, 3 double plays, just only 2 errors, and 993 fielding percentage. So you're looking at it, he's pretty much a perfect defender almost, and he will rarely get errors, and he's just a great all-around, great baseball player, good baseball player to watch, and still young at 28, so we'll see more of him coming up. So we'll see how he does next year.